Hello everyone, welcome back. It is time to set up our sinking funds for the month of February. If you hear a ball bouncing in the background, you would not be wrong. Jericho is playing basketball downstairs, and so you might hear that. Our basement is finished, but we decided to leave the floor painted concrete so that the kids could rollerblade and do all sorts of fun things down there, and that has been a good decision because that has been fun. So budget is on this page, so I like my sinking funds right next to my budget. I did just close out our sinking funds for January so that I would have the new totals for February, which is kind of important. I mean, you can set it up in advance or whatever, but you won't have any of the right totals or anything. Yes, we need to do this. Now I have I kind of keep mine, I have two separate sets of sinking funds going. One is in one bank account and the other one is in the other bank account. And that's just how I kind of keep track of it. But you could do it any different way that you wanted to. So I will put in the items that are in our regular checking account, then I'll put a strip, and then I'll put the ones that are in our other checkbook. All right, first up is Granger, which is our trash service. We put in $22 every month. The starting balance is $126. Let's see here. I'm not gonna draw my lines yet. I'm just gonna try to be really neat. Okay, then we have car tags. We put in $37. Starting balance for that is $53. Oil change, which is really just like car maintenance type stuff. It's where our oil changes come out of. And then, if the car needs minor stuff, we're hoping to build this fund up a little bit more. We're just getting there. We didn't have to do an oil change last month. So we're kind of letting that build up, so that's good. Next is doctor. And that is $80 as well. And we totally drained that fund last month, so we are starting with $0. Okay, we have Amazon Prime, and this is just for my yearly membership that's due, and I always forget about it, so I'm trying to actually play catch up a little bit. It doesn't cost $24 a month, but I'm just trying to play catch up. So far, that was started. Yeah, the start balance is $24. We have beauty. This is just stuff that is too large to come out of our grocery fund. So some of the girls' hair products, some of my makeup, that type of stuff, some of those bigger expenditures that you only do like every 6 months or so. That's what this fund is for. We put 20 in there, and we have 44.33 in there right now, and we do need some things, so that one might actually go in the negative for a while, but we'll have to see how that works out. Then we have Christmas savings. Trying to put away $40 every month, and right now we have $40 in it. All right, the new one is spring break. which we don't go somewhere every single year, so this will only be like a short-term sinking fund. We don't plan on putting anything else into it this month, and currently we have $1,743. That should be enough, but we might rent a car. We're gonna do the Ark and Creation Museum, and then we're going to Tennessee, and where it is, we will need some hotels while we're there. So iffy on that. I haven't actually checked into it, but that's what we have, so that's what we have to spend. Then we have life insurance. Which we put $59.62 into that each month. And this one's back in the black. We have $36.66 in there right now. And then we have our auto insurance. And that is $140.50. And we have $562 in there right now, which that will be coming due. I can't remember if it's February or March, but the amount tells me that that's getting close to being due. And those are all of our sinking funds that come out of our regular checkbook. So now I can put this in. I like to leave one space just in case something comes up that we want to start a fund for, or I don't generally forget anything in that category, but just in case. Now, and I just like to put this here to label it. Okay, so now we have our new car fund. We have, actually, let me go check something real quick. All right, I just wanted to check the order of something here. So we have new car, we have my Plexus sinking fund, we have Etsy, we have miscellaneous, we have the YMCA, we also have a Christmas fund in this other account, we have our porch fund, we are adding money for myself and money for Jason, and then we have our emergency fund, and we have the kids' money. Okay, now I'm going to draw my lines so that I can keep it straight, because it has already, see, that's annoying. Okay. And if you don't do sinking funds, I would highly encourage you to start some. Just start really small. It is so nice when you go to pay a bill that's only due every couple of months or every 6 months or whatever. It is so nice. Even if you have half of it, it just helps out your budget so much. Okay. So now I can put in the amounts. So our new car, we put in $323 every month. Plexus, I wait and see what I get paid from the previous month before I fill that in. I'm not actually putting any of my own money into Plexus or into Etsy. So obviously if I get deposits from Etsy, that will go in there, but I am not putting any of our regular money in that, if that makes sense. I am putting in $150 right now to miscellaneous because that category was overspent again this month. This is not technically a sinking fund, but this is just where I keep track of it because this is like one of the only bills that comes out of our other bank account. Christmas is, that one is always, so fun little fact here, we have this in a credit union and we get, I think it's 4% on our checking account. And so we get like $35 or $36 every month in interest, which is insane to me. We've never gotten that much. So instead of just blowing that money, we decided to build up a little Christmas fund in there. So whatever we get in interest goes in there, and it's generally around $35 or $36. So the porch, again, we're gonna estimate once I get paid from Plexus, we're gonna kind of estimate that. We had decided on $50 for myself, $50 for Jason. That's just our blow money. We are not adding anything to these categories this month. Okay, now we need to put in the starting balance of all of these sinking funds. All right, so I thought I would show you this part. Here is where I have the ending balance of everything, and that is where I get my starting balance for the new month. So I'm just gonna flip back and forth and copy these in. So, I think you can see that. All right, so currently in our new car fund, we have $8,361.34. 8,361.34. In my Plexus fund currently, I have $123.69. In Etsy, I have $170.64. I kind of switched the order, so I know that that $5,000 goes in our emergency fund. That's how much we have in there, which is not our entire emergency fund. We do have 3 months of living expenses. We would like to bump that up to 6 months. Once our porch project is done, that would be our next goal. These amounts I know are the kids' amounts. 1,667.85. Okay. Now, this is where we get into, so we have a negative $54.67 in miscellaneous. And kind of what happened was we had some gifts and things kind of linger over from Christmas that kind of ended up hitting in January, which is why the Christmas and the miscellaneous are overdrawn right now. So that's okay though. I will continue to build those up and they will only be negative for like a month. So it will be okay. So we always start out with 0 in the YMCA because that's just gets funded that month and paid that month. So Christmas, again, we are negative $44.99. And then in our porch fund, we have $7,808.38. And then for Megan and Jason money, we don't have any money in that fund right now, so we start with 0 and we will each get $50 this month and we will see how that goes. So those are my sinking funds. The only thing that I have left to do to be set up for the month would be to put in my variable income, which goes right here. And then my transaction log is for that other bank, like our second bank account, and I put that right underneath the variable income, and that's how I keep track of what's coming in and out of that bank account. Oops, a little crooked, that's all right. Okay, so my variable income is Etsy, Plexus. I keep shipped in here. I don't ship very often, and then I do have like an extra, I don't know, sometimes you get refund checks for stuff or like random insurance money back or whatever. I mean, any number of things can happen, so I like to have an extra category there. Okay, then we put this in. Then we can draw the lines like so. Okay, now I do the transaction log right underneath because I need the extra room. So I start it right here. And this page is very helpful to me because I use it all of the time. Okay, there is that. Then I just do the lines. I think my pen is running out. I think I need new pens. I leave a bigger space for the category. And then I think I can do these about equal. Then what I do over here, since I don't have another one of these, I will use a leftover washi, and I will put that right here. And then I will just start over here, and I just like to put in, so I just make the lines the same size, if that makes sense. That way, ooh, left-handed, woo! I just kind of try to make them the same size, and then that way I can tell like it's the date, the category, which by the way, it's really hard to do left-handed if you haven't ever tried that. Okay, all set up. Very happy with that. It keeps me organized. I will use these someplace else. So yeah, if you have any questions about syncing funds, let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.